Hey Isabel, welcome back to the stream. We're going to continue from where we were. Yesterday, we're just going to skip the entrances. We're just going to continue. Hello, wish it would let you start over. Same, but because I already finished a match, I can only continue from where I was. Well, that's because I got the door half open because I need to let air in here. The World Tag Team titles on the line here as Finn Balor and JD McDonough take on the War Raiders for the World Tag Team Championships. Here we go. Well, at least the weather today isn't too bad. At least it's roughly 28, 29. So we shouldn't have to experience any overheating. But watch it still happen regardless. World Tag Team titles on the line. Tomorrow's gonna be 44. Well, I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow then. Did you try your PS4 after you stopped streaming yesterday? Only when I just wanted to. Only when I was just wanting to watch stuff on YouTube. I only get that warning whenever I'm playing games. You don't usually get that warning. I don't get that warning when I'm just, you know, on YouTube or anything. It's only when I'm playing games you get that. I get the warning. I've noticed I only get it when I'm playing games. Like if I'm just on YouTube or something, I never get that warning. Well, McDonough and Balor know what it means to be tag team champions together. Well, hey, these guys have been a real thorn in the side of the Death Riders over these last several weeks. Balor and McDonough had been helping out the other members of SmackDown in the battles against the Death Riders. The Death Riders have been a real issue on SmackDown, been trying to dominate, got the tag team titles, the World Heavyweight title. Well, tonight could be their downfall. Well, tonight could be the downfall of the Death Riders because, oh man, because they could lose all their gold tonight. Absolutely, they could lose all their gold tonight. We saw AJ Lee defeat Lei Ying Lee early in our first match. In our first matchup of SummerSlam Night 1. And now a nerve pinch. Let's not forget Xia Brookside surprisingly turned her back on her Angel Warrior tag team partner. I'm very curious to why she did that. She has her reasons, Bateman. She has her reasons, Bateman. Yeah, I'm Michael Cole with Corey Graves and SmackDown's Travis Bateman to call the action here at SummerSlam. And JD McDonough slowly being picked apart here by the War Raiders. Yeah, this is where the War Raiders can be very, very dangerous. This is where the War Raiders are at their absolute. This is where they're at their most dangerous. And McDonough Taking down Eric with the Island Crash. Tag made. Here comes Balor. And now Balor comes in. And now Balor starting to feel it. The momentum starting to turn. As Balor and McDonough calling themselves the Irish Pride, turning things around here. And Ivar making the save for his partner. Look at this. Big back and forth pin attempts there. Eric, tag. In comes Ivar. Oh. See, every time it looks like, Balor and McDonough gain any kind of advantage against the War Raiders, they immediately shut them down. They immediately shut down any attempts at a comeback here. Well, that's what makes them such a dangerous team. Well, I've talked about this with Wade Barrett. Like, we've talked about how the War Raiders have benefited with this alliance with John Moxley and Renee Young. We've talked about how much they have benefited from it, and how much how more dangerous they have become because of this alliance. Oh yeah, yeah, and I agree, Bateman. They have become far more dangerous than anyone could have ever expected since allying themselves with John Moxley. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. There it is, the War Machine! And there's the War Machine to retain the gold, and McDonough saving things. And McDonough saving his partner. Oh, McDonough with the devil with inside. Hits the devil from inside on Eric. Top rope time. Coup de grace right to the back. Coup de grace right to the back to win the gold. And Ivar saves it. This is awesome. Wow, Ivar just in time saving. This is awesome. This is awesome. Saving the tag team titles for themselves. They were it looked like it could have been all but over. The devil inside, the coup de grace combination could have been the death nail for the Death Riders. Could have been the death nail could have been the final death nail in the in the War Raiders, and now Ivar knocking Balor off, and Ivar knocking Balor off the apron, stopping him from getting involved. War Machine, and there's the War Machine to McDonough. War Raiders retain their gold. While the War Raiders remain on top of the tag division here at SummerSlam. Here are your winners and still World Tag Team Champions, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders. The War Raiders remain on top of the tag division here on SmackDown. Well, hey, you said it could have been the fight. Well, hey, Bateman, you said it was going to be the Death Riders downfall, but tonight Ivar and Eric proved that the Death Riders are still dangerous. A very intense match. Balor and McDonough came very close to winning the gold, but in the end it just wasn't enough. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Indy Hartwell. Indy, in our main event tonight, you are going to put an end to your long-standing rivalry with Candice LeRae. How are you feeling heading into this big match? How am I feeling? I'm feeling great, because tonight I am going to put an end to Candice LeRae once and for all. Once Candice is in my rearview mirror once and for all, I can go on to continue to defend my title. So then that way I can prove once again why my heart won't quit. Hi, champ. Danny Luna. Defend that and prove what, Indy? As far as I mean, look at me. I'm the TNA International Women's Champion. Yeah, good for you. All you will prove, all you've ever proven over these last several years is that you've proven that you're overhyped and overpushed. You wouldn't be able to last in another company. That's why you got Patrick always holding your hand. Because you know, if you left WWE, went to TNA or anywhere else, you would be a nobody. Says the person. This is coming from the person who used to be here in WWE and, well, didn't do a whole lot now, did you? If I remember right, you were with Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, weren't you? Oh yeah? At least that... Oh yeah? Well, if it wasn't for Candice and Johnny Gargano, you wouldn't even be in this spot. Isn't it funny that Emily Bell is better than you? Better than me? Please. I beat her for this. Next time you want to get in my face, I'll knock you out. Try it, Danny. You're not worth my time, you overhyped Australian. Good luck. I hope Candice stomps you into the ground. TNA's Danny Luna, the International Women's Champion. Mamacita, the Friga, the shit is so cold, and the Friga, the Siva, the sitting on my throne. The Ronnie goes the money cause she did it on her own. The following contest is for the WWE Television Championship. Introducing the first challenger, Harmony Kelly. Well, for the first time in Harmony Kelly's career, she will be competing here at Summerslam. Yeah, what a big opportunity for Harmony Kelly here tonight, making her Summerslam debut. This is the first time ever in her career she's competing on this event. And she'll be looking to win championship gold for the first time in her career. the floor, there's a bang out there, there's a bang out there. And her opponent from Norwich, England, the Saviour, Saraya. I love you too, Isabel. What? I wonder what Harmony thought about what her hero Kelly did last night. I'm pretty sure she was left shocked, but there is the Saviour, Saraya, the Queen of England. Saraya is a one-time television champion, looking to win the gold for a second time here tonight. They're looking to join a small elite, a small group of women who have won the television title more than once. And that small group is Cora Jade with 3, Anna Jay and Toni Storm as 2-time champions. And their opponent, she is the WWE Television Champion, Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce has some history here at SummerSlam. She's gotten some wins and some losses at this event. I remember she defeated Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship once at this event. Also, she defeated longtime former best friend Billie Kay to remain Raw Women's Champion, only to get cashed in on by Indy Hartwell at this event. So Peyton has, from the sound of that, that's a 2-1 record. Yeah, that's a pretty good record at this event. Saraya obviously has a pretty strong record at this event over the years. As far as, and obviously this is Harmony Kelly's first time at this event, for the first time in her career competing at this event. I don't think Saraya has actually been defeated at SummerSlam. I think all of her appearances at SummerSlam have been wins. Well, there's a good estimated guess, Bateman. I'm pretty sure our CEO will go back and look back at her history, but you know what? Something tells me is that you're probably correct. Harmony, harmony. Harmony, 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 harmony. Shut up and cheer for your savior. And oh man, Saraya obviously not a fan of the WWE Universe rallying for Harmony, or the fans want to see Harmony win her first singles championship here in WWE. She is a former tag team champion. Harmony is a former NXT women's tag team champion, alongside her former best friend Patricia Ryan. Is that a Coke bottle? Yeah, Peyton Royce got one of those Coke bottles. Again, pretend the Prime bottles are just Coke bottles. She grabbed one of the Coke bottles from the stands to try and hit Harmony with it. How effective that would not have been all that effective. Oh! And Saraya just threw the bottle at Harmony. And Saraya just throwing the bottle at Harmony. Oh, good shot. Good shot, Peyton. You hit the ref, you idiot. And now Harmony slowly being worked on here by the champ. Oh, big kick right to the back of the head. You know, Saraya would love to win the television title here tonight. I think if she wins the title here tonight, she's 100% going to brag. Oh, wait a minute. And now Harmony spinning Peyton right round like a record, baby. Looking to win the TV title. And wait a second. And now Harmony looking for the HK. Saraya in trouble. Oh! And look at this. Oh, big knee, right, big kick right to the face. Peyton Royce. Oh. And Peyton Royce looking to take advantage of the situation here. Peyton Royce looking to take advantage. In spiral with the in spiral on Saraya. Takes advantage and gets the pin. Peyton Royce takes advantage of Harmony's HK and hits the in spiral on Saraya and wins. Here is your winner and still the television champion, Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce is still television champion. Yeah, Harmony hit the HK on Saraya. Peyton would throw Harmony out of the ring and then hit the in spiral on Saraya. And Saraya eats her first defeat here at SummerSlam. If you don't count the 2015 when she was eliminated in the number one contenders battle royal, Saraya is 1-0 at SummerSlam, defeating AJ Lee at SummerSlam. What about the Team Divas versus Team Bellas match? Didn't her team win that? I think it was like, no, not Team Divas. What was it called? Team PCB versus Team Bellas versus Team Bad. I think she was also at that SummerSlam. I think her team won that as well, so she'd be 2-0. Yeah, she'd be 2-0. Big win for Peyton Royce. Well, if Saraya was undefeated at SummerSlam, I don't think she's undefeated anymore. Yep. What do you want, Renee? Well, AJ, I just want to say congrats on defeating a nobody like Xia Li to remain TNA Knockouts champion. Soon, the Death Riders will rule SummerSlam. Not only that, my husband will beat your husband and prove why he is the better man than your husband. I plan to take that from you too. You wanna take this from me, Renee? Try it right now. Oh, I don't plan on doing that right now. When the time is right, I'll take that from you. So if I were you, I'd stay out of our business later tonight. Did you like Team PCB's name or their former name, the Submission? Well, apparently that name sounded bad or whatever. I don't know, but someone said it sounded sexual or whatever, so that's why they changed it to PCB or something. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If there's one thing that Renee Young shouldn't be doing, is telling AJ Lee to stay out of business, stay out of her husband's business. Well, hey, Renee and look, Punk and AJ may not spend a lot of time together as they used to, but they still look out. For each other. But here comes Joe Hendry. For the first time in his career, looking to win the IC title. Oh, come on, PS4!